Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news updates and information. In this video, we're going to cover the 2023 Ford Escape. So we're working our way through the complete guide videos where we talk about all the standard equipment plus the different packages and optional equipment on each of the trims for the 2023 Ford Escape. We have come to the ST line. So we've talked about the base and the active. Now we're going to talk about the sport look or the sport trim here, ST line, which actually includes several different ones. This is going to be dedicated to the standard ST line, and then of course we'll have a separate video for ST line Select and ST line Elite. So we'll dive into this. So if you like videos like this, want to stay updated on how you can configure different vehicles, or you want to stay updated on any kind of product information, probably a good idea for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you stay notified next time I have another video uploaded to the channel. So we are, right now, order banks are open up for the 2023 Ford Escape. We are taking orders here at McArthur. So, of course, look for the good local dealership there and order yours through them. If you'd like to order through us, we have a special YouTube offer that I have for free shipping. We'll kind of tell you a little more about that at the end of the video. We'll have timestamp down there for that, as well as for all the parts of the video. So we want to make this very easy for you, very informative video, so you can use it as a resource. So you can move around in the video all you want to, using those timestamps that are listed down below. So don't look at those and use those, and make it easier for you to move around and get the content you're looking for out of this video, because it might be a little long. Letting you know that ahead of time, but use those timestamps to go ahead and help you out in the video. So let's go and dive in. We're going to talk about some of the mechanical features first, and this trim here is the first trim where you're able to get the hybrid. So we'll talk a little bit about that when we talk about these mechanical features. So starting with the mechanical features here, we are going to use Ford's build and price just like we did in the other videos because it is live right now. So let's go ahead and go on over to there. There you go. Go to Ford.com, and we can actually what we call build and price means, let's say, go to SUVs and crossovers here, and you can see the Ford Escape here. You click there, get a little more information about the Escape, kind of a breakdown on some of the things, where they start at. But you click this build and price, and you can actually kind of choose and build it out just like you would at the factory. So build your own, or let us find one for you. There's none on any dealer lots yet because they haven't started production yet. But we can go down here and choose a different model. So we have the base, the active, ST line, which we're going to talk about. You also do have the ST line Select, and then I don't know why they throw the Platinum in here in the middle, because then there's ST line Elite, which would be similar in equipment to the Platinum here, but just a different look. And then we do have the plug-in hybrid as its own trim. So we're going to talk about all these, but in this select video, we are going to talk about the ST line, which is the base. Now, again, available in EcoBoost or the hybrid. So the way that's broken down is there's two different trim codes. What we call here equipment group 300A, which would be your EcoBoost. 301A would be your hybrid for the Select or the ST line here. So we're going to talk about EcoBoost first, and what's in how that's standard. So click on the start your build, should go in there. There you go. 29.8 I think is what that starting price was. If I remember right. So oops, go down here. So it says 29.8 before any destination charges and such. So go on up here to the powertrain options here. So let's kind of talk about this. It's going to come standard in the 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine with the auto start stop technology, which means you come up to stoplight, stop sign, press the brake, it's going to shut the vehicle off. Let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. You can activate and deactivate that for each engine cycle. There should be an A with the circle around it somewhere, either on the dash or on the instrument panel somewhere there for you to be able to deactivate. Now, this is going to also come standard, and the front wheel drive is going to be standard equipment here. And also, it's going to be standard with the, doesn't mention it here. Totally forgets about the transmission. 8-speed automatic transmission is going to be standard on these as well, with the different drive modes. So you'll have, doesn't actually mention the drive modes on the order guide anywhere, but normally it's normal, eco, a slippery mode, sometimes a sport mode as well, but they have not told us any of those. Maybe if we click on the eye, still doesn't tell us. So, okay. Anyway, so this engine is the engine that's standard on the Escape base, active, and ST line. You can see that there. So that is the breakdown of that. Now, you can get, as you can notice here, optional all-wheel drive. So you can get this in all-wheel drive as well. for with the 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine, so you can get it in either front wheel drive or all wheel drive. Both those will still be a 300A equipment group there for that. Now, if you do go all wheel drive with this, you do get the sport handling, suspension, and tuning, because this is the ST line. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit different dynamics there for a sport handling, suspension, and tuning there for you as well there. Now, you do have, we'll talk here about the 301A here in just a little bit, because that's an optional package. But let's talk about, let's go back to the standard equipment here for you. It does have the electronic parking brake, which includes auto hold, which means if you want to stoplight, stop sign, and you want to, hold the brake, you just let go of the brake and it's going to hold that brake for you. So as long as you have the auto hold button activated, which is going to be down on the instrument panel or down on the console area there for you. Also, you do have electronic traction control. You'll have electric power assist steering. We call it E-Pass. So when you're going on the highway, it's kind of speed sensitive in a sense. So you're going a little bit faster. That wind's not going to push you from side to side, but slower speeds, you're going to be able to turn it real easy in those parking lots and such like that. You also get the torque vectoring control as well. It's going to be standard equipment. You're also going to get curve control, and you're going to have advanced track with roll stability control. Advanced track is really a fancy word of saying keeps you on your intended path. So use a series of brakes on the wheel that it needs to keep that traction going where you want it to go. So that's great in how that all works. Now let's talk about the 301A equipment group here, and that is where you go with the hybrid. So it is the 301A equipment group is going to come standard in front wheel drive. So if I decide to select the hybrid instead, yes, I want to do that. So it is, you can see it's $2,500 more to go up to the hybrid from the 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine price. So you know that it's $2,500 more. So will come standard with the 2.5. The Atkins cycle hybrid engine here for you, 4-cylinder engine. It'll all come with the eCVT transmission as well. And you're going to get a couple of different features as well that comes with standard on all your hybrids. And as you're going to get the electronic fuel door release. So the fuel door, for some reason, you can't just press it open like you can on the gas. You actually have a release switch inside. So you get neutral towing capability with the hybrids. So all the hybrids will get that as well. And then, of course, when you back up, you'll have that pedestrian alert sounder as well, so people know, since you're going to be quiet, when you're in hybrid mode, pretty much you can't hear it. The engine's not turned on. So, when you go on slower speeds, it doesn't need to activate that and turn the gas on or flip it over to gas, I guess I would call it, so that the pedestrian alert sounder would actually let people know that you're moving, right? Because they won't be able to hear you otherwise. Now, I will tell you this, it is not available with the hybrid and all-wheel drive with this trim. So if I try to select the all-wheel drive, it will not let me do that. It's going to tell me to go back to EcoBoost. Just so you know that. In some of the trims, hybrid will be available in all-wheel drive, but not on the ST line trim here. So I think that's all the mechanical features I want to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the safety features. And I'm going to use a clip that I recorded just the other day on the active trim, and that you can use, that I want to go over, that goes over all the safety features, because they're all the same from the active trim as they are with the ST line. All right, so now we're going to cover some of the safety features. And first, let's talk about the airbags that are in the vehicle. So you're going to have a driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle for the driver and front passenger. You also get a driver knee airbag as well. So it'll help deploy down, protect from that steering column if that has that front collision and it comes up. That way, kind of protects your knees and legs. Also, you get front seat mounted side impact airbag. So it's going to deploy from the side of those seats if you have that side collision, and you have the safety canopy airbag. So it does have the rollover sensor. If the vehicle rolls over, deploys those from the ceiling, so help protect from the breaking glass coming into the vehicle and hurting anybody in the front or the rear seat back there. Also, we do have the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So the way that works, if there's a car going slower than you, it's going to slow you down. It's going to let you know that you're going to collide with that vehicle using a front collision warning, and preloads those brakes. So it has automatic emergency braking, so when you brake, it's going to stop even faster. Also, you get post-collision braking. So if you are in an accident, it's going to brake the vehicle. Maybe you're unconscious, something like that, and you're not able to put it in park. That's what this is going to be beneficial for you. Also, do get 911 assist. So if you are in an accident, it'll help call 911 directly. So it'll even alert you to, if you get in an accident, you have the Bluetooth enabled phone connected, it'll ask you if you need to call 911 as well. SOS post-crash alert system, honk the horns, flashes lights if you're off the side of the road in an accident. That's going to help alert people too. And then you do get front and rear stabilizer bar as well on the vehicle. And you also do get the lane keeping system. So lane keeping, what it's going to do is it's got a driver alert feature on that, to where if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often, it alerts you and lets you know that. Also, if you're leaving your lane, a couple different things it can do. It can either alert you, which will vibrate the steering wheel if you do leave your lane, or help assist you in staying in your lane. And this also does include a road departure warning for this year that is available as well. That's part of this too, the standard equipment on these. And then you do get, for the kids back there in the back seat, you do get the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. That helps to securely take those seat belts and fasten them back into the back of those seats on those 2 outbound seats. We'll work on the middle one, but you have to use the connections from the 2 outside seats for that. And then that'll help secure those down there so you're not using those safety belts. So it's more secure, tighten it down, especially if you're going to leave that in there for a while. Also, you do get child safety rear door locks, so that way you can lock those doors out. So that way, if kids, you're stopped, you don't want them to get out, they're not able to unless you open the door from the outside. So that's also on there too. And then you do get secure lock passive anti-theft system. So what that does is only the key that is on for that vehicle is the only one that's able to start it. So it locks that steering column unless that coded key is entered in and turns. Or is in the vehicle. So that's great having that secure. That's kind of a great way to kind of know the security that not only the people that have the key can get the vehicle started. So I think I've covered everything a part of the safety features. Now let's talk about this exterior styling for this year. All right, so let's move into the exterior styling of the vehicle now. And starting here, of course, we're going to go up and start talking about colors first. So colors available for the ST line trim, a few more colors than we did see on the others. So we do have Gate Black Metallic. We do have the Rapid Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat. That's an extra $500 because you get a couple extra words. No, I mean, you get a clear coat, on it. But yes, so it's a little bit different, more expensive, does have a little clear coat and some tinted to it, as it says there. Do we have a Star White Metallic Tri-Coat, which is $1,000. So 3 coats of paint on there, costs extra. We do also have the Iconic Silver Metallic Paint. We also do have the Atlas Blue Metallic. There you go, the only blue color within that. We've got a couple others that kind of a blue tint or hue to them, but we do have Carbonized Gray Metallic as well. This in here is a new color for this year, Cinnabar Red Metallic. It's $500, and normally that means that there's some sort of tint in there or some little sparkles or something in there. So I'd assume that's what we're getting with this, even though it doesn't mention it here, or some sort of clear coat on it, something like that. And then we do also have the Vapor Blue Metallic, which is a new color. It was first introduced. First model we were able to order it on was the Mach-E, but really nice blue color there. Kind of a medium blue. And then we do have the Oxford White as well. So there you go. So a couple of those are cost colors, just so you know that if you do choose those, it will cost you a little extra for those colors. You know what? Just for, let's see, let's pick a color here that's a real nice, able to see some things. I like something with some color so you can see the differences on the trims and different things. There we go. So we'll go with that color for this video. So now moving around, we do have on the grill up here is going to be a black mesh grill. So a little bit different grill than we did see on the other trims. So the different design up here, and you'll also notice that it filled in down here as well. A little different than what we did see on the Active as well on the lower part of that. So it does also have automatic headlights, which means they'll come on automatically when it gets dark and shut off when it gets light when you have it in one of those auto settings. Also, you get LED reflector headlights as well. So all LEDs up here on these. You also get LED signature lighting on this top part of the light up there as well. If you can see my cursor, there you go. Top part up there, you're going to see that LED light as well. You are going to get configurable daytime running lights as well with these headlights. So you can have those configured to be on during the daytime. Also, wiper activated headlights, which means when the wipers are on, headlights will come on. And you have the auto high beams as well. So those high beams will come on if it's dark enough outside. If somebody approaches you, you're in the city lights, it's going to turn those off. So automatically turns them on and off for you on those high beams. Now, the auto high beams as well as the configurable daytime running lights, you can activate and deactivate those in the lighting section of your vehicle settings screen there for you. You also see the up here on the top, didn't actually mention on here, but it does have a nice silver accent or chrome accent and light bar across there. So that is not lighting up on this ST line yet. So you got to go up to some other trims to get that. But right now, it's going to be kind of a silver bar across there on the top part of that. And you have the front bumper is going to be painted. That's this part up here. And then this down under here is going to be also painted body color. So on the active trim, it is a molded in black. This, and you get a little more styling with it. So you're going to see that's going to be painted up there, as well as that's actually called the bottom fascia up here, and then this part's the bumper up in there. So anyway, that's how that differentiates it. You gotta have the active grille shutters to turn on and off when you need them to. So you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. Slower speeds, it's going to open it up, allow for airflow in to cool off that EcoBoost engine or your hybrid engine. And on the highway, it's going to shut it to give you a little more aerodynamics for you. Also, silver front skid plate up here as well, which isn't mentioned on the order guide, but it shows it here in the images. So I assume that's what we're going to get. Molded in black in these areas here, which on some of the upper trims, we'll see fog lights and that kind of thing. Now over here on the side, you have an 18-inch rock metallic painted aluminum wheel. So this is what they're calling a rock metallic color here. All-season tires going to come standard on as well. Tire pressure monitor system for all 4 of those tires. Also 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. For your mirror cap, it's going to be a molded in black mirror cap up here. Your mirror itself will be a power glass, so power mirror for you. You can, of course, adjust that inside. Manual fold mirror, which means that you can fold it in towards kind of a breakaway mirror, so you can kind of fold it in. So that way, if you want to, you can move it pretty easily there. Also, you do have the Bliss blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So basically what that's going to do is if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror unless you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, if someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to do the same thing. Use that light. Also, it's going to put a message on the productivity screen, but more importantly, it's going to use a series of tones and telling you do not back up. There's someone going to be behind you in just a little bit. So just so you know that. The door handles are body colored here on these. And talk about the window molding here. And actually, I'm going to turn this around over here. I think we get a better view here. You can see the belt line molding as well as the upper window molding is going to be black for this. So it comes to get the sport look is usually a black look and that kind of thing. So that's what you're going to get here. Also, the lower rocker molding down here, and it's going to be body colored here. So it gives it that sport look to it instead of that the black molded in. Down here, gives it a nice styling and distinct styling. Also, the wheel lip molding as well across there. So it just looks real sharp on it. Gives it that really great look, I think. Also, you get intelligent access, which means you can leave that key fob in your pocket, put your hands in the door handle, it'll automatically unlock the vehicle for you, allow you to get in and out. Press the ridges when you get out of the vehicle, and it'll lock the vehicle up too. You also get remote keyless entry with what they call passive key, which means the key is kind of hidden inside the remote, so it doesn't flip out. You don't need the key to start it, so you can just have the key on you. And then if you have the key in there just in case, like for some reason maybe the battery dies, you can pull the key out and you can still unlock it manually, and that's why you need to have that physical key. Also with that, you do have the, let's see what else. Told you about the moldings. Oh, the up here on the top of the roof, you're going to see does have the roof rack side rails as well. They're going to be black up there, so we don't see that on the base or the active trim. We see it on this trim here. Easy fuel capless filler door, so just a real easy double door system. So you just press that, and it's going to open up. Now to get inside that second door, when you're putting the nozzle in, it has 2 releases in there, so it does have to hit those. It has the exact size, and it has to be pretty sturdy. So if you get maybe run out of gas and get a gas can, it won't work. You'll need to use the funnel that's provided by Ford in the vehicle. Also, you get privacy glass in these rear windows and the back glass. Keeps it cooler inside. Also looks real nice on the vehicle, as you can see just with this in here, where they also tinted the front windows in the images, even though it's not the way it comes. But so just so you know that. Now here on the back, as we move back, you do have a body colored rear spoiler here on the back. Center high mounted stoplight. Can't really see it in that image there. It's kind of a third brake light up there on the top, so that people can see that you're braking. High gloss black pieces here on the side as well. LED tail lights here you can see there. Doesn't mention in the order guide, but it looks like those are kind of darkened out back there, giving that sport look again. Body colored rear spoiler back here. Rear skid plate as well, but it does look like it's a different color here for this on this one for some reason than it does in the front. they should match up, I would think. Probably just the images are off there. I'd assume on the front it's going to be the same color as the back, giving you kind of more of a blacked out back there, because it would just give a better sport look to it than that silver. So I'd assume that's probably going to be the color that it's going to be. So anyway, don't mean to flip back and forth on you, but you do have reflectors back here. So if you have that lift gate open off the side of the road, people can see you when those headlights hit those. Also, you're going to see dual exhaust with chrome exhaust tips back here as well. Forgot, kind of went right over the rear glass, but you do have the rear defrost back here, rear wiper as well with a washer on there too. Rear view camera, so you're going to be able to see as you're backing up pretty easily. I just want to make sure here I'm getting everything. Yeah, rear view camera. You do have power lift gate here with this too, so power lift gate on the ST line, which is nice to have. So you're going to be able to use that remote to open that up, or probably even as long as you have the keys on you, you're probably going to be a button under there on one side or another of that rear view camera, and that'll help. That'll open that up as well. And then let's see what else. Exhaust tips. ST line badge on the back of that lift gate right over there, so looks real sharp. And then inside you're going to get a mini spare. So mini steel spare, so not a tire inflator kit like it was last year. So you're gonna have a mini spare here, rear cargo area light inside, as well as you're gonna get cargo hooks as well for the vehicle too. So that's all of our exterior features. Let's move inside, talk about some of the interior features now. Now moving to the interior, of course, we'll talk about first the interior environment. You're gonna see that ebony environment throughout here. I think actually they probably pulled this in and we're planning on giving it a fancy name. It says generic red. I think that's probably the website provider. Whoever is doing their website probably left that in there and thought they would give it a fancy name. But anyway, so generic red, I don't think that's the actual color, but the red is going to be the stitching here. So you're going to see the stitching on the seat, on the bolsters as well. You're going to also see it on the console. You'll see it on the steering wheel as well. Several different places you'll see that red stitching in the vehicle. So again, give it that sport look. For some reason, it's always been kind of a black, and as well as red. It kind of gives you that sport feel and look to it. So no matter what your exterior color is, you will get the red stitching. So that red stitching isn't matching up to your exterior color. It's going to be red regardless of what exterior color you have. You will have illuminated entry as well in here that lights it up. So it's going to light up I think map pockets up here, and probably some other lighting, just so it turns the dash on and everything else, so you can be able to see a little bit better when you're getting in. You will get unique floor mats. So going to be carpeted flooring with front and rear carpeted mats. They will be unique with the ST line logo on those. You will get a sport dark headliner as well in here. So it's going to be completely black all the way through here. For your seats, it does mention that it's a partial vinyl and cloth with red stitching. So let's see if we can see a little bit better image. We do have 360 view here, so let's see if we can get a better view of these seats. Should be the insert should be cloth, so what you're sitting on should be cloth with kind of vinyl on the sides. There we go. So yeah, so you're going to see cloth in here, and then this vinyl is going to be on the outside edge of that. So which, usually if you're sitting down on it, when you spill something, of course you're going to get it on here on the outsides, but you might get a little bit in the middle. But so there you go. So you're going to have cloth there. Seat backs as well are going to be cloth inserts as well with the vinyl on the outside of those. So they're kind of staying away from any kind of leather on any of their vehicles, a little more eco-friendly that way. So, but you will see the red stitching as well on those on there, and even on the steering wheel there too. Kind of see it right there. So it looks real sharp, I think. So also you're going to have the sport contour bucket seats, 8-way power driver seat, including power lumbar. You will get a 4-way manual adjustment seat. So you can kind of see, actually this is showing a 6-way. I don't think the lever will be there, because normally a 4-way would be forward and back, and then the recline forward and back. The head restraints will go up and down, a 2-way manual head restraint for that as well. Here in the back seat, 60/40 split bench seat, so that seat will split through there, so you can lay that seat back down if you need to. Those headrests also should go up and down. Also, it looks like they do toggle forward. So it does say 2-way manual head restraint. The center will be fixed, but does almost look like those will go up and down. So I'm not sure on that. But you can see the button on the side to allow those to lay down, so it's easier to see back behind those seats if you have no one sitting there. So, and then the seats inserts will be the same on these back seats, cloth with the vinyl. Flip down armrest, you can see that loop right there. So that's, you can see right there. That allows you to lay that armrest down. 2 cup holders in it as well. These seats also slide forward and back. So there's a lever on there on the front that allows it to slide forward and back for you. And then you do have a lever on the side that allows you to recline the seat back if you need to as well. And then on the front passenger seat back, you're going to get a map pocket as well back there. So you can stuff things in there. And so that'll be just on this seat right here. And then you will have the USB ports on the back of the console, and Type A and a Type C on the back of the console as well there. So I think I covered all those. Power windows, of course, includes a front one touch down for the driver's window. So that means hard press it down for the driver's window. It'll go down automatically. You just the rest of them, you're going to have to hold them to the driver's door to pull them up, or all 4 to pull them up, as well as for the other windows, if you're going to roll those down, you got to hold them. Only the driver's window does that. That comes in handy for like you're in going up to maybe the drive-through. It's where I use it the most. I see it the most. So you just press it as you're pulling forward. You don't have to hold it down. Also, power locks and unlock, including a auto unlock and auto lock, which means when you start driving forward or you get over a certain speed, it's going to automatically lock the doors up for you. And then I think either when you stop or you open the driver's door, it unlocks the rest of the doors. Again, that's something you can activate, and you can change how that's done through your lock setting of your vehicle settings screen. And then you do have the foot pedals down here are going to be aluminum, like ST style foot pedals as well down here. Steering wheel, you'll see it is a flat bottom steering wheel. So that's that sport look and style to it with the flat bottom, which is pretty cool. It will also get the, it's going to be wrapped as well, kind of a vinyl wrap there for you with the red stitching on there too. And then manual tilt and telescoping. So you just pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back. So you can just right. Cruise control as well as standard on this. You will get the instrument panel, which is what you see through the steering wheel there. That's the dash. That is an 8-inch screen there. Ice blue lighting, eco mode in there as well. So pretty nice 8-inch screen there. That's standard on these. You will get push button start. I'm going to go into the 360 view now so we can see that a little bit better. Push button start right over here. So you can see that right there. So you don't have to get the keys out to get in or out or to start the vehicle. For your climate control, it does say dual zone electronic automatic temperature control, but it's only showing a single zone here. You'd see that, see the blue and the red. That would normally be single, but I'm showing dual zone. I'll double check that. If I'm wrong, I'll make sure I put a message on the screen for you. But AM/FM stereo with 6 speakers as well. You're going to get Sirius XM satellite radio with 360L. Also, you're going to get Sync 4 with the 8-inch touchscreen here. And then in the center stack screen, you'll get wireless Android Auto and wireless Android Apple CarPlay, I should say. Digital owner's manual. You also get Ford Pass Connect, which allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app, free app that you download. You could unlock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere. You can even schedule remote start times if you want to. You can see the tire pressure on your tires on all of them. You can see your fuel that's in it. You can even see where your vehicle is located, all using the Ford Pass app, which is really cool. Also keeps you updated on any kind of warranty issues or any recalls and such like that, which is really nice. For your rearview mirror, it is going to be a day-night mirror, so it means it's going to have a lever under there. You just press that when it's nighttime, and that way those lights don't blind you. Kind of dims them a little bit. You will also get a sunglass bin up here, and then you're going to get map lights up here. So 2 little lights right there. They called them map lights for years, even though we don't use maps anymore, right? But those are just going to light up down here so that you can see, the driver and front passenger can see. Your visors here are going to be a sliding visor, illuminated vanity mirrors, which means you're going to have little doors on them. Open them, it'll light it up so you can see in that mirror. Also, it does have down in here your media hub area, which is this area here. 2 USB ports, probably USB Type A and C as well. It doesn't actually say in the order guide. PowerPoint with there as well. That's that round one that you use for some of those adapters, and then a place to be able to put your phone down on there if you need to there. Rotary dial shifter, a knob right here. This is where you're going to see your auto hold button, as well as your parking brake is going to be right there. And then you can't really see it in this image, but the drive mode switch is going to be right there, right behind there, right in front of the console here. And then center a console with an armrest as well. There should be a power point in there as well for you to help power different devices. So a couple of different power points for you. And I think I covered everything there. So, yep. I think we got that all covered. So there's all your standard equipment for you. Now let's talk about a couple packages that are available on the ST line. Now we're going to start talking about some different packages. And for the ST line, there are two packages available for the ST line, and that is the cold weather package, as you can see right here. We get the cold weather package as well as the tech pack #1. So I actually recorded videos on both of these packages when we talked about the active trim. So let me go ahead and play those two packages back to back for you, so you know what's included in the cold weather package as well as what's included in the tech pack #1. Now we're going to start talking about packages, and the first one to talk about is the cold weather package. So just click on this eye, we can see this. Cold weather package is available on the active as well as on the ST line. And this cold weather package is included in the active all-wheel drive and the ST line all-wheel drive. So if you go all-wheel drive, this is included. So you'll probably see that increased cost. So what are you going to get with this cold weather package? As you'd expect, give me some heat, right? So it does get you the heated front seats for the driver and front passenger. It's going to get the heated mirrors as well. So the side view mirrors will be heated as well. Defrost that off. Heated steering wheel as well, so heats that steering wheel for you, and you also get remote start that'll be on your remote. So when you're close about proximity, it remote starts much quicker than using your app. Of course, you can still use your app, and the heated seats and the heated steering wheel will work with your remote starting. So it'll help heat the seat steering wheel in the wintertime when you have it on the auto setting, of course. So this is a great package. Again, available on the active and the ST line, and also is going to be included in your all-wheel drive for your active and ST line. Now we're going to talk about another package available, and that is the tech pack #1. So this tech package is available on the Escape Active, the ST line, and ST line Select. So what are you getting with this in here? So upgraded technologies as you'd expect. So this here package is $1,000 pretty much. And it's going to get the Ford Copilot 360 Assist Plus package, getting you the adaptive or the intelligent adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering assist, and speed sign recognition. So let's break those down for a second. So the adaptive cruise part of that, not the intelligent part, the adaptive cruise allows you, when you have it set in the adaptive setting, to be able to, as you come up behind somebody, as you can see here, slow you down to go their speed until it's safe for you to resume and pass them, and then speed you back up. You don't have to press your brake, and even bring you to complete stop and resume if they start going again. So that's real nice, not having to use your brakes and such in those types of situations. Also, lane centering means it keeps you in the center of your lane. So a little different than the lane keeping system we talked about. And so this is a little bit different than that. In fact, I think I forgot to mention the lane keeping system, which is standard equipment on these. It's supposed to be in the safety features. Actually, yeah, we did talk about that. So in this, under the safety features. So a little bit different than the lane keeping system, in a sense that it's going to keep you in the center of your lane and only is activated with your cruise control. Also, the intelligent part of this is where it actually sees the speed signs and recognizes the speed signs. So what that's going to do is you can set a tolerance. Let's say you like to go 5 over the speed limit, right? It's 70 miles an hour, so you're set to go 75. If that speed sign changes to 60, slows you down to go 65 without you having to integrate and do anything. So can be very helpful in keeping away from getting those speeding tickets. If you didn't notice that speed sign change, the system does recognize that, and it works very well. So I have it on my vehicle. So also, you do get the connected built-in navigation with 3 years of service. So that's going to get the live traffic, predictive destinations, and route guidance for the navigation. It's going to be on the screen in the system. Also, you get evasive steering assist. So if you can't stop in time to brake in time and you need to steer away, it's going to assist in that. So it's going to make it easier for you to turn the steering wheel and go around. Also, you get the rear parking sensors. So as you're backing up, not only going to be able to see behind you, you're going to get an alert if you get too close to anything. And it also mentions the digital rear view camera. So an upgraded, more digital look and view to that camera as well. And you're getting in the Sync 4 with the enhanced voice recognition system. So this is going to upgrade and give you the 13.2-inch screen here in the enhanced voice recognition system that goes along with that. So let's add this so you can kind of see what that looks like. Did it add that? Yeah, it did add it. Now let's see what that looks like. So you'll notice now the big 13.2-inch screen here. Massive, nice. That's new for this year, and that is part of the tech package included along with the other features. So I think that's well worth the $1,000 price tag for that. Now let's talk about your extra options first. And these are your standalone options we're going to cover, which means that it just includes one option, whereas the packages would include a couple different features within that. These are all standalone options for you. So you'll see some of these are showing, not showing prices and such, because it really depends on what you have on there. If we're seeing prices, then it's something you can select. Otherwise, then these things are included in other packages and that kind of thing. So some of these, as we mentioned, power liftgate is already standard, privacy glass as well, so that's why they're already selected. First, let's talk about the panoramic vista roof, and I'm actually going to kind of mark these off as we go through them, just so that you can we can just make sure they cover everything, because sometimes they don't always get all the packages in here or all the standalone options, so I want to make sure we cover them all. So $15.95. Panoramic vista roof up here, so you kind of see, if you click the eye, you can see it a little bit closer. So it does give you that nice glass roof up here. It can actually open up and give you kind of a moonroof feel in there. It does have a power sunshade as well, and does require the side rails as well as standard equipment, which we already know is standard equipment already on the ST line. But there you go, that is available for you if you want to add that to your vehicle. So you will see, you'll notice here it does say includes the roof rack side rails, not available with the crossbars though. So just so you know that. So, but to say roof rack side rails down there. So once you select that, it selects this, which it's already standard equipment, so I'm not sure why they put that on. They put that on there. And then we do have the splash guards. So as we go through this, if it's something that I think you should leave off your order, I'm going to let you know, and let you know how those are put on your vehicle, whether they're put on at the factory or they're put on later. So splash guards is one of those things that I do recommend you do not add to your vehicle. It is considered a Ford accessories option, which means it would be installed at the factory. But because of that, it takes time for them to do that. So it'll go off-site to have the splash guards put on by somebody. And there's only so many they can do. The capacity of what they can do is only so many. And because of that, I recommend you don't do that. You have either your dealer order them for you and have them installed. Because if you can get it at the factory installed. You can also get it through Ford accessories and have them install it too. So that is a Ford accessories option. So I would recommend you get it later, but it's your choice there because it's your vehicle. Also, you do have the roof rack crossbars, so you can see those go across, and again, not available with your panoramic vista roof. So if you want the roof, you can't order these. You'd have to get these later, but you can get these crossbars across here. So if you want to put some things on there, or any kind of rack or roof carrier type things, we'll need these side rails on those to be able to connect those two. So there you go. That's available as a standalone option for you, as long as you don't have the panoramic vista roof on there. Don't forget about that. And that is, looks like that is a dealer installed option. So it'd be shipped to the dealership ahead of time, and the dealership would install it for you. Moving on down, all these NutriTow, that's going to be part of the hybrid technology. The heated mirrors is also included. We talked about the tech package that's included, or the cold weather package. Front license plate bracket, states that require front license plate. It's going to be already installed on your vehicle. That's part of the standard equipment, but states like Kansas doesn't require it, so it's a standalone option. So, but it's a no charge option. So if you're thinking you want that, maybe you're ordering from a state like Kansas and you're in a state that does require front license plate, make sure you let that dealership know that you need that put on the vehicle, so the dealership will install that for you. So front license plate bracket is included here. A lot of times they don't have it on the building price, but it is here. Engine block heater, and that's $150, so a little more expensive than it was last year. But engine block heater, you can see it there. It's going to give you that cord. It allows you to be able to plug that in. Keeps the engine warmed up so that it heats up the cabin a little bit faster, and the vehicle starts up a little bit easier. So cold weather states is where I recommend this. If you're down south and such, you don't need this. Even Kansas, we really don't need it around here much either. So remote start is part of a package. That's why there's no price there on that one there. Don't forget to check that here. We do have the wheel locking exposed lug nuts, so you can see what that looks like. So there you go. So those, you would replace those with the other lug nuts, and it allows you to be able to lock that up for you. So there you go. You can add that to your vehicle. That's not really holding up builds. That is a dealer installed option, so the dealer would install it. There's also another option, wheel locking lug nuts, not exposed lug nuts. So a couple different options for you that you can go with through Ford accessories, and doesn't look like they're showing all those in here. So the electronic fuel door release is part of a hybrid. That's why it's there. Intelligent adaptive cruise, as we mentioned, is part of that tech package, and that's why it's here, but no price. It's because you'd have to order that. So that's all the exterior features, standalone options, I should say. Let's continue with some interior options now. Now, moving to the interior options does I'm kind of looking at this going, okay, well, dual zone climate right there, that's included. That is standard equipment. I did double check on the order guide. That's why I didn't put anything earlier. So dual zone climate, and this image actually shows dual zone climate now. whereas it didn't before. So it's just kind of funny. And we don't have any, just to double check, we don't have any packages selected for that. So that would be standard equipment when we go to that. So there you go. Dual zone climate is going to be standard equipment. So when I think it was when we had the 360 camera, it actually didn't show it. Well, now it does. So I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, dual zone climate is standard equipment. That's where I'm getting at there. Cargo mat is something that you can select if you want. So you can kind of see what that looks like. That is a Ford accessory option, but would come with the vehicle when it gets shipped to you. Doesn't really take anything to add that to it. And that has not been holding up builds. If you want to add that cargo mat, shouldn't be a problem there. Roadside assistance kit is actually a dealer installed option is what they call it, which means it'll be shipped to the dealership and the dealership will put it in, as well as the first aid kit. So I'll show you what those look like. Gives you some of those things. They basically take everything out of the box, put it in the bag for you, and put it in your vehicle. So that's basically what's involved in the installing of that. But also you can get this easily through Ford accessories. You can even have it ahead of time before the vehicle even comes in. First aid kit as well. You can kind of see what that looks like too. Band-aids, gauze, that kind of stuff there. So again, you get it through Ford accessories. I wouldn't put it on your build if I were you. I'd just get it through Ford accessories and get it that way. The easy access cargo shade. So this here, you can kind of see what that looks like there. And this shade here kind of just makes it people can't see. $135 for that. That actually is listed as a Ford accessories, but would be put on at the factory. Shouldn't hold up your builds really if you want to put that on there. I haven't seen that being a hold up right now, but also is something you can get through Ford accessories later and install it yourself. Real easy to install. You do have the floor liners, the front and rear with the carpeted mats here. So you can get that. So $200 for those. So because you get an exclusive, unique ST style carpeted mats, you don't have an option to get the floor liners without the carpeted mats because these are special floor mats as being a part of the ST. Like you said, unique ST carpeted mats for you, and so that's why it doesn't have that other option. But floor liners are also a Ford accessory, but would be included in the vehicle when the vehicle gets shipped. And floor mats have not been holding up builds. I wouldn't worry about that there. Now we do have a couple different things here that are dealer installed that are available through Ford accessories. You do have a couple different cargo organizers here, as well as this cooler bag. So all three of those, I just recommend leaving them off your build. Get them through Ford accessories while you're waiting. You can even order them right now through Ford accessories, and they're not an install as really needed. As you can see what that looks like, it's just a collapsible little case that you can put in the vehicle, help organize things and groceries and such, so they won't roll around in the cargo area. So you do have a regular size one there. You do have this large one here as well. It gives you 4 instead of just 3 back there, and then the cooler bag as well as right down here. The cooler bag, you can kind of see what that looks like too. Again, these are all available through Ford accessories. In fact, I got one of these recently through Ford accessories website, so you can real easy to get those. And I wouldn't put those on your builds as a factory build, because just you can get it later. It's not a big deal. The smokers package here basically show you what that's going to come with. It's going to come with that lighter. You can put it in that power point and light that up so you can light your cigarettes if you don't have a lighter on you. And then this is an ashtray for you. So that's kind of what that looks like. Now they also do have, along with this, if you want, you can get the ash cup coin holder. So you can see it right down there. Basically, it's this here minus the lighter. Basically, you're getting this cup, so it allows you to put ashes in, or if you want to put coins in there, that would go in your cup holder, and that's where that would be located there for you if you want to add that to the vehicle. So a couple different options there for you. I haven't seen either one of them holding up builds. If you want to add it to yours, it should be okay. And then I think everything else are part of packages or something, or equipment groups. And then there's your center console in vehicle safe by console vault with a coded lock, so you can kind of see what that looks like. That hasn't been holding up too many builds on most models, but it is something you can get through Ford accessories and install it yourself if you want. Otherwise, the dealership would install it when the vehicle gets here. So that would be shipped to the dealership at a time. Dealership would put it in for you. And that's if you want to maybe put a gun or something in there and lock it up, or some valuables, just in case people might break the glass and get into it. You don't want them to get to that. And you just don't want to lose it. Then that's where you'd put that in there and set your own combination there. So that is available as well. So that's all of our exterior and now interior options for you. So there's all of our standard equipment, a couple different packages available, as well as your standalone options. for you. And again, this is real nice and easy to do. So you can go in here. I didn't show this on the other 2 videos. I'll try to remember to do it on the other ones. But once you build out everything you want, packages and such, if you want to select a tech package, you know, that kind of thing, anything you kind of select there, just hit the summary, and then you can go down here and kind of see the summary of the breakdown. So it was an extra cost because of this color here was an extra cost color. We added the tech package, but there was a discount for the tech package, $750. So basically that package, that's a wow. Add the tech package, folks, because that's you basically get it for $250. That's a great deal there. Because you're getting that discount off. And then, you know, as you scroll down, then you can see your base MSRP, the options added right there. And then because it was a color change plus the discount there. And then destination charges, that $1,400, that is what for charges you get it from the factory to the dealership. So that's what that cost is. This acquisition fee is if there's a lease. So if I go in here to the calculate payments, right there, and then I change this over to a finance deal and I save it and close, you'll see that that's gone away now. So it gives you an idea, and then you can also mess with payments within that calculator too. But kind of break that down, and that's how that works. And if you want to share this with your dealer, maybe you build it out, you know, like this is now I know this is what I want, I build it out. You can either print that right there by click on that. You can also hit the share button here, and you can copy this link and send it via email or by text or whatever. If you're on your phone, you can actually you can use this build and price on your phone. You can build it out, then copy that over as a text and send it to somebody if you want to. You can also share it using your email. If you click on that, it will pull up your default email browser for your computer. That's how that works there. Otherwise, you can just share this in an email as well and pull that up. So that's how you would want to share that with your dealership. And if you're wanting to get something from us, that's how I recommend you send that to us. So once we get a salesperson to work with you, then you could send that over to us, and we know exactly how to build your vehicle out. And we won't need you here. We can do everything else via email and via DocuSign and such. So again, if you're wanting to get a vehicle with us, we are doing MSRP pricing. We have a dealer fee of $500, basically $495, and that's the only fee we add. We don't add anything else onto vehicles. I know some dealers will add like some sort of paint protection and make it mandatory. That's really your option. We provide it for you if you want it. But otherwise, it's really up to you. So we do not make you get that. It's really up to you. We have some great aftermarket products that you might be interested in, but that is really your prerogative of what you want, and that's how we do things here at McArthur. Also, we do a special. Again, it's not available with any other offer. So if you have a low interest rate and such, this offer isn't available with it in conjunction with it. But if you want to get a vehicle from us, maybe you're out of state, you want it shipped to you, we will do free shipping with you. Pay up to $1,000 of the free shipping costs if you finance the vehicle with us at standard rates. So we do have to pay for that. The cost of the shipping, and as you can see, but if you plan to finance the vehicle anyway, you want to finance with us, then you can get that shipping cost covered for you up to $1,000. So contact us. Salesperson can give you a little more information on the free shipping if you'd like to do that, and you can order with us at MSRP pricing. And we do have allocations available. We do usually about every month. We have plenty of allocations for Escapes. Right now, I believe about all of our Escapes, we only have a couple retail orders, and so if you're wanting to get one ordered pretty quickly, we probably could do that for you. So it may depend on where your dealership's at, your local dealers, on how many maybe Escape orders they have, but we are pretty open for that. If you're looking for a gas Escape, shouldn't be an issue getting one scheduled for you and getting one produced and delivered to you. Hybrids, I know that they have a lot of hybrid orders, and their capacity isn't as much on the hybrids, but if you're looking for a gas Escape, McArthur Ford can help you out if you'd like to. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, smash that thumbs up there, and don't forget to use the timestamps down below to move around in the video. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you stay notified the next time we have another video uploaded to your YouTube channel. And don't forget to reach out to us on social media. We're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can see my Linktree account down below. So if you want to connect with me via social media, different places, you can find all the different social media connections for me right there on my Linktree account. Again, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned with us as we go through the complete guide videos on all of the Escapes back to back to back here. And so if you're looking for information on that, or you want to check out our live streams, make sure you're connected with us and you have that subscribe turned on, and then the bell notification turned on for you so you can see all that content. Until then, we'll see you later.